Alright guys, well today I want to answer a question that I've been getting pretty often, and that is, how do you like those Slappy trucks? And to say the very least, I like them a lot. A lot. These trucks have been amazing. The grind clearance, as you can see, is pretty spectacular. I'm able to do a lot of Willie grinds, Smith grinds. I don't really do feebles, but when I do, I'm not worried about the kingpin touching, because this kingpin is super low. They have since made an even more low truck. I'd love to get my hands on that eventually to test it out. Slappy, if you're watching this, any of you guys, and you want to send me a pair to review, I would 1000% love to do that. I love these trucks. They've been extremely sturdy, no bit of cracking, no axle slipping, no nothing. These trucks have been fantastic, and I want to try to demonstrate that to you guys today, see what I can do. I'm going to start out with some easy stuff and then move into some grind slides and see what all these trucks are capable of. So these Slappy trucks, when I first got these, I wasn't sure if they would mess with my wheelbase at all and screw up my timing on flat ground tricks, but the way the hanger sits on the base plate, I don't feel like this affected my wheelbase much at all. Compared to Independence, which I skated a lot growing up, I feel like these tightened my wheelbase ever so slightly, which is great for someone like me who seems to be pretty particular about my wheelbase. But honestly, the biggest thing that I wanted out of these trucks was grind clearance, and I got that without too many negatives. Let's just enjoy the hilarity of that. Negatives being, I fall sometimes. No, just kidding. Oof. My flat ground's sucking right now, but it's not the truck's fault. The trucks have been great. Oy vey. Had to happen. That was actually a really good demonstration of not catching kingpin. Totally by accident, but that demonstrates it better than I could have on purpose. Yeah. Or another half. Yeah. Exactly. The Slappy trucks. I think it's safe to say I very much like these trucks. For me, the real need for a change in trucks was the fact that I was catching on lazy grinds, Smiths, fakie Smiths, Feebles, things like that. I was really catching kingpin a lot. And with these Slappies having way further inset kingpins, I find that I'm not catching near as much. A few of those Smith grinds I did, and the Willie grinds too, were so dipped that no other truck could possibly keep grinding at that point. You would catch kingpin, instantly stop, or if you didn't stop, you would just absolutely demolish your kingpin. And the worst I've done on my kingpin, right there, is not even that bad. Funny thing too, the back truck, very little damage on the kingpin. And those are from falls. I could guarantee almost zero of those were like actual attempts that went badly. These are just falls and the board getting damaged that way. These trucks are great. I'd recommend them for anyone that really wants to take their Smith grinds, Feebles, Willie grinds, whatever, a little bit further and really get comfy sitting on them. Because without enough clearance, it's way harder to get comfortable on those tricks. You're gonna have a lot of trouble sitting on them, finding your balance, being able to pop out cleanly. It's a lot harder when you're worried about catching kingpin and getting pitched to your face, knocking some teeth into the back of your throat. So these trucks might be the game changer that you need. I highly encourage you guys to give these a try. Go to Tactics, go to CCS, go to your local shop, get you a pair of Slappies, try them out. It'll give you that little bit of grind clearance you need. The turning and riding, everything is fine. The wheelbase is ever so slightly smaller than an independent, maybe not quite as tight as a Thunder, but still I think the wheelbase on these is perfect. It's not gonna mess with your board too much if you have a wheelbase that you like. This is not gonna mess with you there. The turning is excellent. These bushings I find to be a little bit soft, but they have a really good rebound for turning, carving, skating flat ground. They've been working super well. I've had to tighten them over the past year or so because I found that they were getting a little bit squirrely just over time. The kingpin bolt just loosening a little bit. I've had to tighten them down just a hair, and I have probably 1.5 threads showing on the back, and the front truck I have maybe half a thread showing. So I find that these have been perfect for my type of skating. It's not gonna be everyone's cup of tea, but I encourage you to try some. Maybe have a buddy that has a pair of these, ride his board around, see if you like them. Throw some Smith grinds, lazy grinds, even for crooks, front crooks, back crooks, fakie 5-0s, fakie crooks, etc. You're gonna have way more room for error. You're not gonna be catching kingpin and getting absolutely pitched. Highly recommend you guys try these. There's a newer version of these trucks as well. I can't remember what they're calling it, but they have even better grind clearance. I don't know if they've hollowed out the kingpin and the axle or what. I do believe they've hollowed out the base plate a bit, so it's gonna be lighter as well, hopefully still just as strong. I'll probably get a pair of those at some point, or if someone wants to send me a pair, definitely do. Can't say I'm gonna do anything cool on them, but I will skate the crap out of them and let you know if I love or hate them. All right, peace out, God bless. Here's your guys' verse for the day.
Hebrews 11:1. Now faith is confidence in what we hope for and assurance about what we do not see. This is what the ancients were commended for. By faith we understand that the universe was formed at God's command, so that what is seen was not made out of what was visible. I sincerely hope that you all can have faith that whatever you're going through right now is simply a challenge, a trial, a tribulation to make you stronger and more steadfast in your beliefs, to build you up for what lies ahead.
See you in the next one. Me and Riley, we out. Rataskate. Buy his shirts now. He will start making them if you buy them.